Hi, everyone. Welcome to Chair Yoga. Today is a special edition. We're going to do a restorative class, very focused on slower movements, longer held positions, and a much longer time spent in our Shavasana, our time of final relaxation and meditation. So I'm hopeful that this will serve a lot of people in this time of the year when we kind of need some breaks and need some ways and practices to help us calm down and get our bearings, feel our sense of ground once again. And the mudra I'm going to use is that Apanavayu mudra. That's that energy of bringing your energy down, like grounding yourself. The shape of it is this, that you have your thumb holding down your middle finger and your ring finger. So it looks like that. And then your hands can just rest on your lap, up, down, however it is they fall naturally. Just let the Apanavayu mudra bring you down into this energy that comes in and down, sense of grounding, that you kind of start to feel yourself in the place that you're at. And by the way, I forgot to mention earlier, this final relaxation time might be appropriate for you to relocate, to lay on your couch, or to have a more blanketed position, something very, very comfortable. So I want you to set yourself up like that when the time comes. Okay, let's begin. The practice of restorative yoga invokes a theme called Om Daksha Nama. That's a Sanskrit phrase, Om Daksha Nama, and it means maximum benefit with minimal effort. So just, set the stage that this is a practice of maximum benefit, but minimal effort. So we come forward on our chair as we typically do. So we're not using the backrest, and we're lining ourselves up within the framework of our hips. So our knees come out from the hip joints and we feel the right angle of our legs. Let's be sure we have our mudra in place, Apanavayu mudra, as we begin, and close the eyes to center ourselves. Keep your elbows close to your body and begin to deepen the breath. That you just bring your awareness to it. And before long, you're very much captivated by the experience in your body as you breathe. We're pretty well practiced at that. So I really trust that we can get into that fairly quickly. Feeling the fullness of the breath, the rhythm of your own breathing, softening the tongue so your mouth and your facial muscles feel very relaxed, or they're beginning to. Sit up tall and strong. Pull the belly in so you feel the strength and the support that your abdominal wall can provide. And then use this time to set your intention for your class today, your intention for this experience of restorative yoga. And again, don't worry if nothing comes up that seems very particular, or that you could really claim it initially. Sometimes we do. Sometimes we know immediately what we need. Setting intention is easy. Sometimes it seems very foggy. So just know that you're here for you, and this is about you, and that you're trusting that whatever the flow of your life needs right now will be provided. Two more full breath cycles all the way through. Exhale completely. And let's flutter the eyes open, release the mudra, and we'll sync up the breath, inhaling as palms come up and together. See if you can straighten out your arms. Something a little different I want to introduce today is that if your arms aren't straight, then move them to where they are straight. So wherever you can keep straight arms, that's where you'll begin. Rather than settling for, well, that's what I do, I can't get them straight up here. Then find the place where you can straighten your arms, and that's where you'll hold. So we're going to inhale, straight arms. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale up and exhale all the way around. Now let's begin just movement of the arms. So we're going to wake up the shoulder joints, inhaling up again, that same principle, lifting up straight arms. So your maximum reach will be how far you can lift up and keep the arms straight. Exhale down, and that's the flow. I'm going to count 10, 9, 8, straight arms all the way back. This is 7. Feel your feet. Feel the engagement of your legs. 6. 5. This is 4. Long, strong spine. 3. The movement of your arms not only benefits your shoulder socket, but also your back muscles. 2. And 1. Reach and hold, palms come together. Look up if that works for your neck. Inhale with me. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale up and exhale all the way down. Let's open up into a T position now, straight arms, palms facing forward. Spread your hands open, stretching your palms, stretching your fingers apart. Pull back as far as you're able to feel the shoulder blades squeezing toward the midline. Inhale is this open. Exhale is the closed position with the roundness of the back body. So we're going to find a flow here, inhaling and exhaling, or open and close. We're going to exaggerate the movement of your spine. And you should feel as well some movement of the pelvis. It's going to have to shift from a tilt to a tuck. Opening and closing. Opening and closing. Let's do 4 more. This is 4. And 3. 2. And 1. Hold it in the extended spine. Arms are elevated to shoulder height as best as you can, and release all the way down alongside the chair's frame. Let's shrug and release. Take a shrug on your inhale and release on the exhale if you can. It's not imperative, but it would be a good practice to sync up the breath with the movement like that. Inhale and exhale. Last time. And release. Back to the shoulders, straight arms. Remember, you're just going to extend as far up as you can with straight arms. Up and down. Move into the T. Open and close around the back body. Open and close. Nice smooth breath. Inhale up. Exhale, bow into your own heart. Inhale up and exhale down. Take a pause. Turn your hands to face forward. We come into our seated mountain pose. Feel your feet to the earth and feel the engagement of your leg muscles. Yoga is all about, having this beautiful relationship with the body where you come in and experience it from the inside out. It's not just a thought about what you're doing. It's the experience of it. It's feeling it. Let's get the legs in motion now. So let's just take up the right leg and hug that knee into the chest. Grab hold of your shin and pull your leg in. It's in the full flexed position. The calf of your leg is coming right back into the backside of your thigh. While you're here, I want you to circle that foot around so you start to wake up the ankle and the joints of the feet. Maybe you start to move your toes differently. So wake up your foot, including your ankle, while you hug your knee into your chest. Nice long spine as best you can. It's likely that you're a bit of a slant. Don't worry about it. But as best you can, the grip that you have on your leg is going to give you some leverage to keep yourself upright. Let's begin some external rotation. So one hand grabs the shin, the other hand is going to kind of push that thigh out. So you're going to guide your leg from center to external rotation. Then just let your hands help you. Flex your foot. So your foot's not just hanging there, but it's active. So you draw your toes up. Let's do 5 more. There's 5 and 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Hold it out there, nice and tall. Flex foot, lift your knee as high as you can. Full breath in, full breath out. Standing leg is just the foot that's on the floor just maintains its position. When we come around now, we're going to cross that leg right on top. Let that leg cross right on top and center your knees. We're going to do a twist here, inhaling up. Exhaling, turning toward that top leg. This time I want you to make sure we're using a straight arm to come down and kind of pin that leg. So you're going to put some pressure on that top cross leg. And that's going to be the basis of your setup now for your twist. It starts low, it works its way up. Same fundamentals. Squeeze your thighs a bit, but a strong, long arm, no bend, is pinning that leg in place, giving you a little leverage. It's going to help you to keep your shoulder blades better positioned for a nice twist. Let's deepen the breath. And we'll count out a few breaths here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And unwind the head and then the shoulders, and we'll bring both feet to the floor. Inhale up, exhale down, up and down. Let's do the open and close. Open wide, close it, round your back body. Open and close. Open and close. Back to our mountain pose. Sit up tall, catch up with your breathing. Relax your shoulders. Let's get the other leg now. Hugging the knee into the chest. Make sure your standing leg is well positioned and that you're giving some pressure, pushing your foot into the floor so that that leg feels active. Of course, we start by moving the foot around. We got to wake up that foot and ankle and feel the snap, crackle, and punch that goes on within that ankle as we move it around. Snap, crackle, pop. Find your breath, feel a nice long spine. You're trying to keep yourself very upright. And we're going to hold on now. Get a hold of wrap your arm around so you can get a hold of the shin below your kneecap. And then we'll just guide our knee away from center. So moving into external rotations of the hip. And we got a lot of support with the arms. Toes are kind of lifting up so your foot is flexed. That's going to activate more muscles in your legs. And here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we'll hold that in its a flexed position. Lift up the knee, hold it, stomp more firmly into that standing leg. Find your rhythm of breath. Remember, we're in Om Daksha Nama, that experience of maximum benefit for minimal effort. When we come across, we're going to cross that leg over, layering those legs and kind of centering ourselves. Lift up and lengthen the spine. Inhale with me. Exhale, twist. Remember, a straight arm is going to sort of pin itself against that top leg. And it's going to really help position your shoulder well. It's going to really give you some stability on where we want that right shoulder blade to be. And we begin the same mechanics of a twist that we always use. We start low, we work our way up. We find the depth of the breath again, inhaling completely and exhaling all the way out. Soften the mouth, relax your face. Nice and tall, feeling the twist or the revolved position of your body around your spine. There's 3 and 2 and 1. Let's unwind the head and then the shoulders and come back to both feet on the floor. Open up your legs wide into that wider stance, heels in, toes out. And I want you to just get a firm hold of your thighs and pop yourself right off that chair. Pop yourself up off the chair, any amount. So even if you just barely lift yourself up. So you can either hold it right here and keep your bottom on the chair seat, or you can go for the lift and hold yourself in that position where you're just hovering above the chair. Arms are very straight, providing a nice firm bracket of support for your body. Pull the belly in. Feel your feet to the floor. If you're feeling this in your knees, if it's cranky in your knees, I want you to sit right back down. We got to shift our weight back into the heels enough that it takes pressure off your knees. And it's possible to do. If you're not finding that, just sit right back down so your knees don't have to pay a price. One more full breath in and out. And just mindfully now, get yourself back on the chair. Keep your legs in that wide angle. Let's deepen the breath. We've got this big space between our thighs. We're going to use that to kind of do some twisting action while you drop one shoulder down and then the other. Go as low as your body will let you. Try to keep your elbows pinned in towards your waist. And maybe hands on the side of your legs rather than on the top of your thighs gives you more proper strength and position stability for your body and your movement. So play around with that. What's the position of your hands that feels most natural and most supportive? There's 3, 2, and 1. Come back to your upright position. Shrug and release. Inhale, shrug. Exhale, release. Last time, inhale and exhale. Arms are going to lift up. There's as far up as you can and still maintain a straight arm and down. Feel your feet to the earth, real engagement of your leg muscles now. Straight arms. We're really practicing straight arms and how much that will support and strengthen our back. We're going to move into the T. Palms face forward, draw back. Feel the shoulder blades squeezing toward the midline. Close, round the back body. Open and close, round through the back body, very exaggerated. Open and close. Stay with the closed position. Drop your chin in towards your chest. Start to bring yourself to a forward fold. We're going to fold down, 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 so our hands can reach the floor and we can look underneath the chair. We got all the space between our legs. We can fold right into that. Keep your legs drawing towards your arms so you feel the connection of your inner thighs and your arms as they hang down. If your hands don't reach the floor, find someplace on your legs to land so your hands aren't just hanging out into the space. Let's ground the hands some way, either on your body or on the floor itself. We want to look down and underneath the chair so the very crown of your head is reaching toward the mat or toward your floor. Deepen the breath. Feel the breath in the belly. Feel the softening of some tension maybe in your low back. Let it go. Let it release. One hand at a time is going to jump onto your thighs. Bring yourself upright. Squeeze your elbows in towards your waist and create a diagonal line with your back body. The back of your head, your neck, and spine is in a diagonal line. Feel your feet very strongly pushing into the floor and how the engagement of the legs shows up. And that'll allow you to spread your arms away from your body like wings would be. Tuck your chin in a little bit. Neck, head, neck, and spine are in alignment, a diagonal line of the back body. Press into your feet now. Let your strong arms help you lift up. Palms come together wherever they can come together with straight arms. Alongside the ear is what I'm shooting for, but that might be different for you. Let's hold it till you return to that nice rhythmic breath. Exhale, hands to heart. Stay with your breath. When we move to the extension of the arms, we're going to find our mudra again. We're going to find the Apanavayu mudra. Thumb touches over the middle finger and the pinky and the ring finger, and we lift up. The Apanavayu energy is in and down. Breathing in now. Exhale and bring it down all the way into your feet. Inhale as you just really fill up with oxygen and energy supply. Exhale, bring it down into your legs, down through the body. Let's hold it in the down mode. So our arms are alongside our body. You can release the mudra or not, your choice. Let's close the eyes down and find the breath moving through the body now with our awareness. Flutter the eyes back open. Hands can come back to the thighs. We'll rock yourself up and back. Maybe that takes a couple practice rounds before you're ready to lift yourself up off the chair. And we're going to hold. So you can either sit on the chair and hold it. Arms are straight, very straight, pushing into the thighs. No problem for the knees. There should be no pressure or weight in the knees at all. Pulling your bottom back so the body weight feels like it's mostly landed in your heels. If your knees are bothering you, don't do the pose. Come back to the chair. Full breath in and out, and bring yourself very mindfully back to the chair. Inhale up, exhale down, bringing the energy into the body and down in deep within us to the ground. Let's come back to the teep, hands face forward. We're going to just reach one hand to bring over to the other side, crisscross across the body, right across the chest. Now find a focal point with your eyes. Don't let your eyes wander around the room. Watch how that anchors you, that you just bring your gaze to a particular position. I often refer to this, the drishti, but what I'm really learning through my continued studies is The drishti serves so many functions, and one of which, probably the most important of which, is the sense of anchoring you. So your eyes are not wandering around, and that's distracting to the nervous system when your eyes are flitting around. Let's find that open now. So arms come way back and close it up, round the back body, bring your palms together out front and stay. Stay with a rounded body where you've got your belly button pulling in towards your spine, your shoulders are round, the midsection of your back is round. And let's bring ourselves forward to a fold all the way down. Hands have to touch something, the floor or your legs or feet. Look down and underneath yourself. Find a focal point even here. Stay steady with your gaze. Notice in the body where you're feeling this. See where you can cooperate with letting go. Is there anything you can let go? Releasing tension. Surrendering to the pose. Hands are going to come to the thighs one at a time. Take your time to get upright now. Get your elbows into your waistline. Find the same diagonal line, back body, back of the head, neck and spine. Feel like they're in alignment and you're stabilized with the strength of your core, the strong legs, and your hands pressing into your thighs. Soften the mouth and just feel the strength of this, that you set it up with all the particulars in place for right alignment. And then we can trust on Om Daksha Nama, maximum benefit with minimal effort. Find a drishti and just stay with it for a breath in, a breath out. Let's do 2 more. Beautiful, and come all the way up. Let's do some circling now. Start to circle your body around through the pelvic bowl. So you start to become, and maybe this is a good time to close your eyes. But we think about our spine, including the head, neck, and full spine is the stir stick that's moving around the pelvic bowl. And you want to get this experience of this all the way through that inside of your pelvis. Lots of musculature in the pelvis, right inside of it. So go to the limit, forward, side, and back, and feeling how your body weight shifts, and you feel that bony structure of your body changing. I mean, your awareness of it changes as you move around. The next time you're in the forward movement, stop there and then change the direction of the circle you're making. And it can be as slow as you'd like. Soften the mouth, relax your facial muscles. And let's bring ourselves back to a neutral position. Legs can come back to center. And this is the time to set up now, to set up for your final relaxation time. I put a blanket just so I would be reminded that if you just want to be in your chair, but it would soften it to have, some kind of a cushion like a blanket would provide, get what you need. Take your time. I'm going to give it a couple minutes while you get situated, and then I'll begin leading you. It's a guided meditation that will help you to really experience the beauty of restorative yoga by way of Yoga Nidra. Yoga Nidra is the kind of ultimate relaxation experience. Nidra translates as sleep, yogic sleep. So although we don't encourage you to go to sleep, you could become that relaxed. The ideal is that you stay alert in the midst of that relaxation. That's like the sweetest ever. So take your time to get yourself set up where you feel like you've got maybe you want something on your feet, because they say that if Even darkening your room. I've got it, my space here is well lit because it makes for a better video, but you don't have to do that. So you might decide to turn off the lights or get an eye pillow so that when you lay down, you're really in darkness. It feels like you've just taken out all of the interferences that you can. So once you've settled, or if you're in the midst of settling, I want you to bring your breath awareness into that point to point reference that starts at the base of the spine, so way down deep into the pelvic floor, and moves all the way up the front side of your body to the crown of your head, and back through the back side of your body, back to the perineum or the pelvic floor. It's the circle of breath. So the inhale is ascending through the front side of your body, and exhales is through the descending through the back side of your body. And the point to point reference I'm using, it's not necessary if you found a better way, is the base of the spine to the crown of the head. So that's the juncture in which we change our breath from inhale to exhale, from exhale back to inhale. Let your breath move in and out through your nostrils if you can. If that's a comfortable way to breathe, please choose that. If not, just breathe in a natural way that allows you to find this image of circling the breath around you. And this is best done, if you can manage it, in stillness, that you make a decision or set your intention that while we do this Yoga Nidra experience, you're not going to move around. You're not going to fuss around. So try to, again, make any subtle adjustments you need to, or maybe some major adjustments that you decide you do want a blanket, or I am going to put socks on my feet. So that when we begin the Yoga Nidra guided meditation, you're able to do it as best you can in stillness. Continue to circle your breath, either mindfully or just knowing that you've established that pattern and that you can trust it now. That as you breathe in and out, that circle of breath is occurring. It's happening. Soften the mouth and just relax a little bit more. And I'm going to begin. So this is where the stillness begins. This is a guided meditation, but follow the instructions with a soft quality of focus. Not trying too hard, not worrying if you miss some point of guidance. It doesn't matter. See if you can cultivate the attitude that the guidance flows to you. It flows through you, or maybe it flows by you, and it's all good. Full breath in and full breath out. Let the breath naturally take care of itself now. Don't try to direct it up from the base of the spine. No image is needed to circle your body. Let the breath find its own naturalness, and you're resting in that. Each breath welcomes in softness, expansiveness, spaciousness, ease. Your breath is deep and slow, creating calm and ease. Invite radiant light, an image of light, to the various points of the body that I will instruct. Maybe you'll feel warmth there or something else, but I'll just give you that direction of some kind of lightness of being as we move through various points of the body. Begin with the throat. Radiant light at the base of your throat. In the center of the sternum or the heart center, radiant light. Move that radiant light to your right shoulder joint. Breathe there, right shoulder, right elbow crease, right wrist, the palm of your hand, the thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and the little finger of your right hand. Radiant light. We're back to the wrist, the right elbow crease, the right shoulder joint, the center of the sternum or the heart center. Breathe in, breathe out, radiant light. Awareness moves to the left shoulder joint. We bring radiant light to the left shoulder, to the left elbow crease, to the wrist, the palm of your left hand, the thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, the little finger. Radiant light back into the wrist, the left elbow crease, the left shoulder, and back to the heart center at the center of the sternum. Feel radiant light as you breathe in and breathe out at the heart center. Bring your awareness now to the navel. Radiant light at the navel, at your pubic bone, radiant light. And we move that light to the right hip joint, the right knee, the right ankle, the sole of your foot, the big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and the fifth toe. Back to your right ankle with radiant light, moving to the knee, the right hip joint, navel center, pubic bone. Radiant light moves now, left hip joint, left knee, ankle, the sole of your foot, the left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Radiant light at the left ankle, the knee, the left hip joint, and back to the navel center. Breathe in and breathe out. Radiant light at the navel center. Back to the heart center at the center of the sternum, the throat, the center of the forehead, radiant light. Breathe in, breathe out, radiant light at the center of the forehead, maybe deep within your head. You don't need to rest on the face, on the skin. You can allow that sense of radiant light deep within your head, in the region of your center of your forehead. Feel the heaviness in the whole body relaxed into radiant light. Surrender the weight of your body to the surface beneath you. Consider the surface beneath you to be the ground. It is your connection to the earth, resting on the earth, supported by the earth, and you can let go. Feeling the earth of your body resting on the body of the earth. Radiant light surrounds your body. As you breathe in and you breathe out, you feel that you are being breathed. Softening the mouth, relaxing the tongue, resting on the earth, supported by the earth, and you can let go. We sit in stillness. We allow layer upon layer to release to the earth. Feeling the earth of your body resting on the body of the earth. You are surrounded by radiant light. Your body is breathing on its own. You are being breathed as you always are. Radiant light surrounds your body, resting on the earth. Supported by the earth, you can let go. You can continue to let go. I honor and acknowledge my body as a sacred vessel that houses my inner light. I invite deep rest into every cell of my being. I trust that I deserve to be supported, nurtured, and held unconditionally. I know the earth can hold me. Slowly begin to introduce movement back into your body. Keep your eyes closed, but maybe begin to move your feet or your toes, your hands or your fingers. And when you're ready, take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale it out of your mouth. Ah, a big sigh or cleansing breath. Do two more like that, inhaling through the nose and sighing that out. Make some noise, release entirely, a cleansing breath. We flutter the eyes open. Come into a position where you can bring palms together at the heart space in the Anjali Mudra, the prayer position. Let's sync up our breath as we close. Inhale up. Exhale, bow into your heart. Inhale up. Let's share this peaceful energy with our community. Palms again at the heart center. We bow to ourselves. We bow to one another. Namaste, my friends.